birthday party, and we all went. She's got tons of friends who I'd never met before, who I really loved. And Miami is fun for a birthday party. FYI, it is fun. Like every place you go, people are dancing on the tables, and they got like fire, and just a riot and a lot of fun if you ever want to have a party. Um, but I made a little news while there apparently because I was by the pool with Joelle, one of my friends, and posted a picture of the two of us. She was wearing her Happy Birthday Yael black baseball cap, and I was wearing my cap, which I bought off of Kelly J. Keene's website, also known to you as Posey Parker. She came on the show. She's a women's rights advocate. And my hat is in the style of the MAGA hat, but it does not read Make America Great Again. It reads Make Women Female Again. And it's awesome. I love my hat. Well, everyone went nuts for this hat. 90% lovers, 10% deep haters. And it was fascinating to watch. You got sites like Mediaite, that's the media website. They're like, oh, so much support for the hat. But there were haters and made a point of saying, oh, misogynistic comments about Megyn and her friend Joelle. Oh, people bringing up blackface. This is the reporter at Mediaite trying to work out his issues. Let me remind you of the things that make her look bad, okay? That's fun. Because 90% of the comments were pro the hat. This is what happens, right? People need in the media to tear you down if you take a stand. It's not dissimilar from what Tucker was saying the other day about how if you buck the party rule, if you speak the truth, it's liberating, but of course you will be attacked. I don't care. I couldn't care less. Go ahead and attack me. Call me whatever you want. He also pointed out that Kelly J. Keene has embraced the term TERF, trans exclusionary radical feminist, though the truth is she doesn't really consider herself a feminist for the same reason many of us don't. You can call me that too. I don't care. I don't care. We talked about trans exclusionary. I am trans exclusionary when it comes to women's bathrooms and women's lockers and women's swimming lanes and sports and places that are supposed to belong to women. Because trans women are not women. They're men. Okay? So I am trans exclusionary to that extent. I have empathy in my heart for the difficult situation that the people who genuinely suffer from gender dysphoria are going through, but not for these glommers like Dylan Mulvaney, who I believe is faking it to get attention. No, zero empathy for somebody like that. That's where I am. I'm going to wear the hat. I got a great shirt I'm going to bring to you later this week. I love Kelly J. Keene's website. We've been in touch. I paid for all my gear. I didn't ask her for free stuff just because she came on my show. But I think I might be getting some because we basically crashed her website with all of the signups. My point is, look, I wore the hat down there because I'm sick of all the bullshit. I'm sick of denying women's rights in the name of sparing people's feelings. Women are getting raped in prisons, all right? We had 4 teenage girls in 9th grade out in Wisconsin who had a guy whip out his penis in the women's locker room, the girls' locker room. It is embarrassing enough to have to swim when you're in your teenage years as a woman, as a girl, during school. The last thing you need to see is a penis coming at you in the showers after the pool, okay? So I'm done. I don't care about the feelings anymore. I care about women. Care about girls. I care about their feelings. That's who I'm fighting for. And when I wore the hat down there, a lot of liberals in our group, a lot of, well, not maybe not a lot, but a couple conservatives. One woman from Canada was unbelievable. Her 92-year-old mother, I can't remember how old she said she was, who had been more conservative in Canada, had been saying all along, this is bullshit. Women are women, blah, blah, blah. And the younger daughter, closer to my age, had been saying, Mom, be nice, be kind. Well, she's turned now because of all this nonsense. So while I thought maybe some of the group would be like, what? No, you know what happened? Virtually all the women in the group were like, I need that hat. And that was the reaction online. Virtually everyone who saw that picture said, I need that hat. So much so that the comments below the posts on Instagram and Twitter, you know how like these merchandise makers, they can quickly make a hat because if they think they're going to make $1, they'll be like, come here and buy the hat that says this. Don't do it there. Go to Kelly J. Keene's website, which I'll mention. I can't remember off the top of my head. Steve, get it to me so I can save the segment. So much so that some of these merch makers started making the Happy Birthday Yael hat because it's just like people were going so nuts over the hats. So these opportunistic merch makers were like, maybe they really love the black hat. That's unclear. The point is, say it loud, say it proud. You might think that you're in the minority, but you're not, especially on this issue, which has crossed party lines. Women are still women. Women are female. We're the only ones who are female. And while you can be empathetic toward the social difficulties of somebody who says they're gender dysphoric or who says they don't think they were born in the wrong body, we can all draw a hard line on them coming into our spaces. We're not going to be threatened by some lunatic who wants to blow us up with his gun, like we saw last week. We're not going to have some allegedly trans person whipping out his penis in front of our 14-year-old daughters post swimming. We're not going to continue to sit by and let female prisoners get raped where they're literally unable to escape their circumstances. And we are going to speak out, no matter what you call us. TERF, transphobe, bring up, bad things that allegedly make us look bad. Do it! Do it! I'm not afraid of you. And millions of people feel exactly the same way I do. So, tune in later this week for my next Kelly J. Keane piece of clothing, which I think you might like even more than the hat. Okay. Hey, here's the website, adulthumanfemale.us. Adulthumanfemale.us. You have to do .us if you're in the US. If you're in the UK, it's .uk, so you figure it out. Go to the website. Okay, let's move on. President Joe Biden openly mocking members of the White House press corps. Good for him. Good for him. Team Biden. And the stupid reporters don't even realize it. Yes, right on. We suck. We're sycophants. It's amazing. What is it? Cell phone? Self-goal? Own goal? Plus, new evidence that the corporate media will not be happy about the firing of Tucker Carlson until the whole channel's off the air. Okay, whatever. We'll get to the latest on that. My first guest today is a so-called journalist doing so much solid journalism that Democratic lawmakers are now threatening to put him in prison, using the IRS to intimidate him as well into silence. It's unbelievable what has happened to Matt Taibbi. He's editor of Racket News on Substack.
I'm ready to earn my BSN, but I need a school